Celtics star Jaylen Brown just launched a sneaker. Teammate Jason Tatum is in year 3 of his signature line. But it all started with one shoe and a player so iconic, even his outline is trademarked. And now, I'm about to enter the Vault, a Norwood storage space that holds one of the largest private collections of Michael Jordan shoes and memorabilia in the world. But first, let's meet the collector and founder of the Sneaker Museum, Rick Casso. When did you first fall in love with Michael Jordan and his shoes?
I love the NBA, I love basketball. Before Jordan, the sneakers were kind of, bland, a lot of the same models. But when Nike and Jordan came along, they changed everything up. I realized not only was it unique and colorful, but it was limited editions annually, which was something new. No other sneaker had ever changed from year to year like that. So it was a collector's item right off the bat.
Has anyone been more impactful in the sneaker world than Jordan?
No. So sneakers originally were for athletics, but they have now expanded into the pop culture realm.
Yes, it seems everyone has a sneaker these days, but to truly understand the phenomenon that got us here, we'll need access to the vault. So, can we see what's inside the vault?
Sure, come on.
Oh. Wow.
And that's a common reaction.
I bet. Wow, how much stuff is in here?
Well, it's the history of the Jordan brand in one place, starting from year 1 to the present.
Can you take us back to the beginning?
Sure.
Wow, so these are the ones that I remember from growing up,
Okay.
right here.
The bread, they're called. The
sneakers mark every stage of Jordan's remarkable career, from his brief baseball stint. That is incredible.
This is my little tribute to USA Basketball, the Dream Team.
To his gold medal footwear that got me singing. I wanna be like Mike.
We all tried.
And it's not just sneakers. The extensive collection also includes posters, cereal boxes, and quite a bit of clothing.
This is 80s at its best right here.
So many memories, sneakers, and styles, but there was one pair of Jordans I didn't see. Fortunately, I brought them along. Okay, so I pulled something out of my vault.
Oh my God.
Tell me about these.
This is the sneaker that really started it all. That's the first shoe that they were ever released.
These were my brothers, my
Wow.
older brother. My mother has been holding on to these since 1984, and she said that these would be worth something one day.
Yeah.
Is she correct?
They're worn, but they still have a tremendous value because of the sneaker that really triggered everything. And I don't have mine either, so if you want to donate them, you're more than welcome.
To get your pair of Jordan 1s, you'll have to scour the sneaker resale market, which has exploded in recent years with events like SneakerCon and Boston's Got Soul. The condition of the shoes is key, so in Boston, there is one name you should know.
Jay Lalamerchi! Lalamerchi!
Meet Jay Lara, founder of Laramerchi, Boston's only apparel and footwear repair shop with a focus on sneakers and urban fashion.
When I was growing up, we didn't have all the funds to appreciate the sneakers that came out, but when we did, we took care of them and we cleaned them. That's how we started, with a toothbrush and then a little bit of soap.
You have all of these amazing before and after photos. Tell me about the process.
You come in, you present your item, we give it a full comprehensive review. Some people just want them clean and they like the natural, rugged look. Other people want them to look as new as possible.
While Lara has long been able to restore sneakers, recently he's had an opportunity to restore memories as he takes on the daunting task of repairing a customer's shoes that were almost destroyed in a fire.
A lot of the fire really destroyed the sneaker. We got rid of the smell, a lot of the burn stains, but now we're gonna repaint it, repurpose it, and replace a lot of the lining here for him to enjoy for years to come.
More than just a sneaker repair shop, Laramerchi has become a place for community designers and artists to showcase their work.
One of our major goals is using fashion and art to bring the people together.
And what does he think about my brother's Jordan 1s?
It's more than just a sneaker, it's history. Someone of color was able to brand the sneakers and take it to another level that no other company could have. So this means more than just fashion, this means triumph, this means motivation, this means I believe I can fly.
In 2020, a pair of autographed, game-worn Air Jordan 1 sneakers sold at auction for $672,000. Mom, did you hear that? The most expensive sneaker ever sold at auction was a pair of Air Jordan 13s that Jordan wore during the 1998 NBA Finals, which went for $2.2 million. All right, a tip to potential collectors: keep the box. We're told it can really increase the value of your shoe. Coming up, Anthony is clowning around.